When a narcissist finally realizes you are never coming back, they start quietly behaving in ways most people never see. You've taken the final step. You didn't just walk away from the narcissistic relationship. You made a firm, unshakable decision that there is no going back. You've moved forward. You're healing. And the door to that painful chapter is not just closed. It's sealed shut. But what actually starts happening inside the narcissist's mind when this truth really sinks in? When all their usual tricks stop working, the hoovering, the manipulation, the guilt trips, and the hard truth becomes impossible to deny that you are gone for good and not coming back. Does their mask of "I don't care" stay perfectly in place? Do they just swap you out for someone else without a second thought? Or does something begin to crack underneath the surface? A secret set of behaviors that comes out only when they are forced to face this permanent loss. If you've ever wondered what really goes on behind closed doors when a narcissist understands they have lost control of you forever, this is for you. Today, we're going to step into the hidden parts of the narcissistic mind and shine a light on the secret reactions that show up when they fully know you are not returning. This is not about giving them power or dragging you back into old pain. It's about giving you strong awareness of their patterns, reminding you how powerful your decision is, and helping you stay clear, grounded, and ready to resist any future attempts to drag you back in, while also understanding the inner chaos your permanent absence sets off inside them. Let's move forward with courage and a clear mind as we look at the often hidden but very revealing behaviors of a narcissist when they have to face the lasting reality of your absence. And as we walk through these secret actions and the psychology behind them, I want to gently invite you to subscribe to our channel. Hit the like button to help this message reach more people who need it. And share this video with anyone who's trying to understand the long-term impact of leaving a narcissistic relationship. Your support truly matters and helps us keep bringing awareness to these important topics, friends. When a narcissist finally accepts that you are truly gone and that their manipulation no longer touches you, it causes a deep narcissistic injury. This isn't just about losing a relationship. It's a heavy blow to their sense of power, their fantasy of superiority, and their steady access to narcissistic supply. On the outside, they might fake indifference or swing into sudden rage. But behind the scenes, they often fall into a pattern of secret behaviors driven by this inner wound and an urgent need to patch up their damaged ego and grab back a sense of control. First, when a narcissist understands you will never come back, they quietly launch into a desperate, often obsessive hunt for new, easy sources of narcissistic supply. Losing their main source, throws them into a kind of panic. They crave validation, attention, and admiration to steady their shaky self-worth. So they may rush headfirst into new relationships, casual encounters, or reconnect with old contacts who used to feed their ego. This chase isn't about love or genuine connection. It's about filling the emptiness your absence created as quickly and efficiently as possible. They may cycle through new people, dropping them just as fast if those people don't give the exact amount or type of supply they want. This hidden frenzy reveals how completely dependent they are on outside validation and how unable they are to emotionally support themselves from within. Secondly, they quietly step up a more aggressive and calculated smear campaign against you, usually behind your back and through carefully chosen go-betweens. If they can't control you directly anymore, they will try to control how others see you. Once they understand you're no longer open to their personal manipulation, they change tactics. They spread rumors, twist facts, and paint themselves as the wounded one suffering from your supposed coldness, instability, or cruelty. This is a defensive move meant to damage your credibility and shut down your truth, which could expose their abusive behavior. They may pour their story into shared friends, family members, or even new people in their life, carefully building a version of events where they're the victim. This quiet campaign is designed to isolate you, hurt your reputation, and pull in sympathy, letting them gather new supply while keeping an image of superiority in front of others. Thirdly, once the reality of your permanent absence really hits, they often secretly increase how much they watch your social media and online life, sometimes using fake accounts or asking others to keep an eye on you. Even if they act like they don't care or even talk badly about you in public, their obsession often gets stronger after they lose control. They look closely at your posts, your comments, and your activity, hunting for signs of your happiness, your struggles, or any hint that they still take up space in your mind. This hidden surveillance serves several purposes. It gives them information they might try to use later, lets them compare your life to theirs, usually through a jealous and distorted lens, and allows them to hold on to a thin, one-sided sense of connection. This quiet tracking shows how unable they are to truly let go and how fixated they stay on your life, even when they know the relationship is over for good. Fourthly, they discreetly try to provoke you indirectly, often through other people or by using public gestures designed to get back on your radar. They know that if they contact you directly, you'll probably ignore them. So they shift to more subtle moves. They might post vague or emotional messages online, make pointed comments to mutual friends, or stage visible displays of happiness and success that they expect will get back to you. The goal is simple: trigger you. Any emotional reaction, even anger, reassures them that they still have an effect on you. These indirect tactics reveal their ongoing need for your attention and their struggle to accept that this separation is actually permanent, as they quietly cling to the fantasy that they might still pull you back into some kind of contact. Fifthly, when they finally understand you are not coming back, they start romanticizing the past in their own mind, blowing up the good memories and shrinking or erasing the manipulation and harm. This selective memory protects them from the intense sting of narcissistic injury by replaying and exaggerating the good times and conveniently forgetting how they treated you. They build a story that justifies their behavior and paints you as the one who walked away from something special. This polished version of the past also saves them from facing the idea that they might be the problem in their relationships, helping them dodge any real look at their own emotional issues. These private trips through how great it was are not about true regret or honest reflection on the relationship. They are coping tools meant to comfort and defend their fragile ego. Sixth, they quietly try to replace you with someone who can give them the same kind of supply you once did, often choosing a person who seems similar to you in clear ways. Narcissists usually have a type based on who best feeds their need for attention and control. When you are truly out of reach, they may, consciously or not, look for a new partner who has similar qualities or fills a similar role in their life. This isn't about real attraction to that person as an individual. It's about finding a stand-in who can deliver the same predictable validation they used to get from you. This hidden search for a substitute exposes how transactional their view of relationships is, and how unable they are to form deep, personal, one-of-a-kind bonds. Seventh, once they fully accept that reconciliation is off the table, they often sink into self-pity and dramatic victimhood in private, all to draw sympathy and new supply from others. On the outside, they may act tough, calm, or over it, but behind closed doors, they frequently exaggerate their pain to anyone who will listen. They describe themselves as betrayed, abandoned, or misunderstood, carefully shaping their story so people will comfort them and take their side. This quiet performance of being deeply wounded lets them gather new narcissistic supply and at the same time dodge responsibility for the breakdown of the relationship. Eighth, when every tactic fails and they finally believe you will never return, they quietly hold on to deep resentment and sometimes even vengeful thoughts towards you, no matter how calm they seem on the surface. Losing control of you and feeling that narcissistic injury can create a lasting layer of bitterness and a secret wish to see you suffer or fail. It doesn't always show up in obvious actions right away, but it can. Sit there underneath waiting. Later, if they see an opening, it may show up as attempts to ruin your joy, block your progress, or damage your reputation. This hidden hostility shows how badly they handle rejection and how strongly they react to anyone who dares to disturb their sense of dominance. Ninth, they quietly rewrite the story of your relationship in their own mind and in conversations with others, bending the truth so it fits a version that keeps them safe from blame. They may downplay or deny their manipulative behavior, blow up your mistakes, and cast themselves as the patient, long-suffering partner who did everything they could. This edited version of events helps them protect their ideal image of themselves and make their actions seem reasonable. This quiet rewriting of history shields them from the discomfort of facing what they really did and facing the reality that you chose to walk away. Finally, when a narcissist truly understands that you are gone for good, they privately face a deep, though usually brief and unspoken, sense of emptiness and inner unease. While they often lack the capacity for real, lasting remorse or honest self-examination, losing a major source of supply can, for a moment, force them to glimpse the emptiness inside. This feeling is usually shoved down quickly under frantic efforts to grab new validation, or by doubling down on their inflated self-image. Still, for a split second, they may see the hollow space beneath their fake persona. This quiet brush with their inner emptiness reminds them how unable they are to form real, healthy connection and how much they depend on constant outside approval, a truth they rush to escape. In closing, when a narcissist finally accepts that you are gone for good, their outer mask of calm, control, and "I'm fine" may look solid and untouched. But it is crucial for you to understand that beneath that smooth exterior, a storm of hidden and often frantic behaviors is playing out. These reactions are not signs of growth, healing, or acceptance. They come straight from deep narcissistic injury. Their behavior is powered by an endless hunger for supply and a powerful inability to deal with the permanent loss of control that your decision represents. Seeing these hidden patterns and the mental chaos behind them can give you strong, validating clarity about why leaving was necessary. This awareness becomes a tool, helping you notice and reject any quiet future attempts to pull you back into their web. Their restless, secret actions are not signs of healthy love or lasting attachment. They are clear proof of ongoing dysfunction and of their desperate, often twisted efforts to handle the huge impact of your courage, your boundaries, and your permanent absence. Their inner world feels unstable because you finally chose your well-being over guarding their fragile ego. If recognizing these hidden and often desperate patterns has given you more clarity and validation, if it has confirmed those uneasy feelings and unanswered questions you carried, hold on tightly to this truth. Their behavior is not rooted in real love. It does not come from sincere remorse or from a genuine wish to create something healthy and equal. It is driven by unresolved inner emptiness and a nonstop need to protect and inflate a deeply fragile ego. Your firm decision to leave, and even more, to stay gone, was a bold, life-changing act of self-preservation. Their secret reactions simply show how powerful your strength, your conviction, and your refusal to abandon yourself truly are. Now, with this insight, you are free to put your energy where it belongs, into your healing. Commit to rebuilding your life on purpose, step by steady step, and to choosing relationships built on respect, mutual effort, and real care. Lock this truth in. Their hidden world of lies, blame shifting, and self-protection is no longer yours to manage or fix. You have chosen yourself with clarity and courage, and that is one of the most empowering decisions you will ever make. Thank you sincerely for being here. for looking at these hard but important parts of narcissistic behavior, and for giving yourself the understanding you need to move forward with strength, confidence, and lasting inner peace.